This program draws from the authentic inner contemplation practices of the Chant school of Taoism. The Chant school centers on visualization, inner observation, guarding the spirit, and unifying the mind. It does not rely on external talismans, arrays, or ritual ceremonies. The core is purely inner observation, inner cultivation, and keeping the spirit as one, a completely mental self-training. You can treat this show as a spiritual audio reading. The visuals only set the atmosphere, provide mood, and offer gentle visual cues. They're just as supporting leaves. Here, I must be very clear about something important. Things at the spiritual level are like molecules in the air. You cannot grab them with your hands. Unlike science or tech review shows that can show you a physical object, take it apart, demonstrate, and prove it. You have a visual and cognitive anchor for every step. But our Shangqing inner contemplation happens in an inner illusory space that belongs only to you. So this program may ask a bit more of your imagination and your mind's ability to build pictures. Sometimes it might feel a little less easy. You may think you understand a part, yet feel like you don't quite get it. When that happens, please don't give up. Just rest for a moment and stay with the listening. I will also choose background music that fits our rhythm and mood. Every track I pick, I have listened to carefully. Even though AI video now helps me create the visuals, those images are only my subjective expression. What each person feels and imagines in their own mind will be different. I can only do my best within my ability to present the atmosphere, but true inner contemplation is very hard to fully express with pictures. So in this show, and in the Shangqin inner cultivation, we talk about the core is not watching the screen. It is using listening plus imagination to synthesize inside your own mind a response that belongs only to you. That is the real way to open this program. I suggest you put your attention on your ears and on your heart, and together with the visuals, build your own inner pictures in your personal space. We only talk about calming the spirit, thought sovereignty, and self-awakening. Last episode, we held the stone in our hands and pressed it to our chest, setting our axis firmly. And I must make this clear. The heart return and the chest sink we did last time is not something you do once and finish. It must be done through your daily, relaxed, repeated practice, gently imprinting the feeling into your body memory and spirit memory, so that the anchoring and access setting truly takes root and works. This show is not just telling you how to do it and stopping there. It wants you to truly calm down. First, with trust. Trust the real energy connection between you and this stone. Second, with zero burden, completely relaxed, reinforcing, and consolidating in a comfortable state. Unless you are a naturally gifted cultivator, it is hard to reach the goal in just 10 minutes of video. Real access setting and access solidifying must be practiced bit by bit every day and take root naturally. Are you willing to place your heart inside the seat of a planet? I know there may be a small question hidden in your heart. It's completely normal. After all, we've just begun our journey. What if I don't have the stone with me? Can I still stay steady? Don't worry, we will slowly reveal this answer to you later in our journey. Actually, I gave this hard anchor stone a name, cicada, the one with the insect radical. Look at it. It has to hibernate in the dark underground for several years. No light, no sense of direction. Only endless silence. It doesn't know the weather outside, doesn't know when it can break through the soil, doesn't even know if it will successfully crawl out. It never panics, never gets lost. It quietly takes root and gathers strength, because in its heart there is one firm thought. I will climb up. I will shed my shell. I will sing. Let me share a heartfelt self-mockery. Look, I've already reached the 3rd episode of this show, and the views are still pitifully low. Anyone else would have panicked long ago, either changed the style to chase trends, or simply given up and lain flat. But I never panicked, because I believe true punk never surrenders in the dark. It only takes root there. Just like this, cicada. Every episode I make with full sincerity is like a ray of light traveling across galaxies, or an underground current slowly seeping forward. It doesn't rush to go viral or chase momentary traffic heat, but it will slowly flow toward you, even if it's 1 year later, 2 years later, or even longer. When you accidentally come across it, you will still be touched and still feel this is talking about me. This is not a numbers game of traffic. This is the trajectory of our spirits, just like that beam of light from a distant galaxy that took hundreds of millions of years to reach Earth. Its meaning was never fast, but existence. It came, it was seen, it lit up someone's spirit in a certain moment. That is enough. Our videos are the same. Our views now are only because it is still crossing the dark interstellar space, still walking toward your heart. This slow rooting and slow transmission process itself is meaningful. And my heart anchor stone, named Cicada, is my dark hibernation anchor point. It reminds me, don't panic in the dark. Don't waver in confusion. Take it slow. You will eventually break through the soil and be seen. Of course, this is only my stone's name. Yours can be any word that has meaning for you. It can be stillness, resilience, or any character that represents your original intention. As long as it helps you hold on to steadiness, it's good. In this episode, what we are doing is carving your exclusive name from your palm into your heart. From now on, you don't need to clutch the stone the moment you think of its name. You will remember that firmness in the darkness, instantly gather your spirit, and become your own master. Why carve your name into your heart-mind? You cannot hold a stone 24 hours a day, just like I cannot force the algorithm to give me views. When you are in life's dark period and lose external support, it is easy to be dragged away by anxiety and doubt. Try to imagine, if it were you, staying in the dark for years without seeing the future. Or even, like me, putting out 3 episodes with almost no one watching. Could you stay as firm as the cicada? Many people cannot, because they have no graspable anchor point in their heart. And the moment their energy leaks, they lose their spirit. Most people fail to evolve and leap forward precisely because of wavering and lack of self-confidence in the dark. Either their inner energy is completely drained, or they never formed the habit of holding on to themselves. So even a small setback makes them doubt, maybe I'm not good enough. Neuroscience's neuroplasticity tells us that the repeated hold stone coming has already planted the seed of the name in your brain. Now, what we need to do is let that seed grow into a tree that can stand on its own, even without the soil, the stone, helping you accumulate energy and form the habit of steadying the mind. This stone is your temporary docking station on Earth, just like the cicada soil. Yet the name in your heart-mind is your eternal coordinate for the interstellar journey. It remembers for you where I am going, so that even in darkness, even when no one is watching, you will not lose your way. Relying on the stone for calm is only temporary shelter. Carving your name into your heart is the true confidence to cross the darkness and complete your shedding. Just as I trust this video will eventually reach your heart, you too should trust yourself. Why can heart mind lock your axis? Declarations of the Realized, Volume 6, Instructions from the Divine Decree teaches, abide in the One and gather your spirit. Let it not wander astray. When your mind is single-pointed, all the divine spirits within you rest in peace. The Yellow Code Scripture of Inner Vision. Chapter 8. The Heart Spirit states, the spirits and essences of your 5 Zan organs and 6 Fu organs all circulate the cosmic order within your heart. Nurture this ceaselessly, day and night, and you shall naturally attain enduring life. Its core lies in meditative visualization, inward abidance, and mastering the spirit through the heart. The Shangqing Supreme Cloudy School is rooted in abiding in one, nurturing the inner spirit and inner contemplation. It rejects external rituals and implements, gathering the spirit solely through focused mind intent. When you repeatedly bind together the name, your story, and the bodily feeling of holding the stone, the brain forms a shortcut circuit of name to calming. Just like the cicada remembers it must climb the tree, you will instinctively recall that steadiness and slowly form the habit of steadying the mind. The cicada does not panic in darkness because it believes it can bloom. I do not panic making this show because I believe the content will always be seen. Your name in the heart mind is the same. It helps you fight self-doubt and, when energy is low, hold on to the most basic steadiness so you are not swallowed by darkness, not relying on the stone, not clinging to traffic. The name in your heart mind is your hardest foundation. In darkness, I do not waver. In confusion, I do not panic. I take it slow, but I absolutely will not retreat. Namestone Axis. Solidifying through-step method. 1. Recall the name. First, recall its meaning. Close your eyes and let your exclusive heart anchor stone name appear in your mind. For example, my cicada. Recall the story behind it. My cicada is the blooming after dark hibernation. The persistence of doing it seriously, even when no one watches. Yours might be stillness for peace, resilience for never giving up. Then recall the temperature and weight when you held the stone, layering the name together with the stone's steady feeling. 2. Infuse the mind. First response. The name is like a water drop, falling into the heart and creating ripples. Let your heart first become a calm water surface. In your mind, gently recall your heart anchor stone name. This name is like a clean drop of water, gently falling into your still heart. One circle after another of ripples spreads out, letting every cell in your body gently resonate along with the ripple. No force, no need to remember any words. Simply feel. Name enters the heart, the whole body in sync. If when the ripples spread, you feel a little star gently lighting up in your chest or between your eyebrows, that is your axis responding to you. Don't try to catch it. Just let it shine on its own. 3. Lock the axis, second and third responses. Body and mind unite. Starlight takes root. Gently recall the stone again, and let the stone also become that gentle drop of water. When the previous ripples slowly come, and your heart returns to stillness. Let this stone water drop, carrying the name, fall into your heart once more. This time, it is the deep connection between body and stone. Every cell recognizes it, accepts it, and completely merges with it. Still thinking of the stone, but now it begins to emit white, bright, soft light, flashing gently, just like the stars we looked up at in the sky when we were children. This hard, anchor stone is originally a seed of a planet. No matter which corner of Earth you met it, it carries a cosmic story far beyond our life's understanding. Let this glowing planetary seed settle steadily at the deepest part of your heart lake, gently take root, and become your eternal axis. When you finish, you will feel a warm glow inside. Even if the surroundings are noisy, or your heart is anxious, or even when my views are pitifully low like now, the moment you recall your name, you will remember that firmness in the darkness and instantly become steady again. This is not the stone's power. It is your own energy. It is the confidence that what I do always has meaning. Real proof Easter egg, my cicada dark hibernation story. I named this stone Cicada. Really, because I understand too well that feeling of no one watching, no one understanding hibernation. When I first started this show, I edited on the computer until deep into the night every day, only getting a few dozen views. And some people even said, "This is too niche, no one will watch." During that time, I doubted myself too. My energy dropped to the bottom, just like the cicada, in darkness, unable to see light. But every time I picked up this stone called cicada, I would remember. The cicada stays underground for years without panicking. I've only done 3 episodes. Why rush? Just like that beam of light that traveled hundreds of millions of years to reach Earth. Its meaning was never fast. But existence, every episode I make now, is walking toward your heart. Even if it arrives a little late, it will eventually be seen. Now, the moment I think of cicada, I instantly regain energy. I am not in a hurry. I am hibernating. I am taking root, and the content I make will one day light up someone's spirit like that beam of light. This is not a mysticism. As recorded in Yunji Chi Chant, The 7 Tablets of the Cloud Treasury, Volume 17, The Scripture of Inner Observation. The soul dwells in the heart. The spirit holds fast to the one. When your mind is steady, your spirit is calm. As Volume 61 also emphasizes, the 3 unities return to the one. When spirit gathers, energy harmonizes. You are not reciting to a stone. You are reciting your own perseverance, your own power, your own anchor in life. You have never lacked energy in your heart. What you lacked was an anchor point to awaken it. Your heart, anchor stone name, is exactly that anchor. The moment you recall it in darkness, you will know you are not alone. You are also taking root. And what you do will one day travel like that beam of light to the hearts of those who understand. Brief summary of this episode. In this episode, we only accomplished one thing. We truly moved the external hard anchor stone into your heart. From I can only steady myself when I hold the stone, it has become the moment the name arises, the heart returns. You begin to understand. Most people do not lose because of lack of ability, but because of self-doubt and a scattered spirit in the darkness. Yet you now possess your own, an access of the heart mind that does not depend on external things. Please also remember, the access is not something you hear and possess. It is something you practice and possess. It is not formed in one go, but rooted day by day. The heart anchor stone is no longer in your palm. It now lives in the deepest part of your heart. This is true thought sovereignty. In this episode, you completed the gentlest leap. From I can only steady myself when I hold the stone, to the moment I recall your name, I become steady. You no longer depend on that stone, because you have already planted your own anchor point inside your heart. It guards your firmness for you, accumulates energy for you, forms a habit of steadying the mind for you, and reminds you, do not panic in darkness, do not waver in confusion. What you do always has meaning, just like that beam of light traveling across galaxies will eventually be seen. You are no longer spouted sand, consumed by anxiety and doubt. You are the cicada that takes root in darkness and will eventually break through the soil. You are the beam of light, slowly crossing the stars without depending on external things, without depending on traffic, relying only on your own heart-mind. You can stand firmly on the branch and send out your own voice to the hearts of those who understand. Finally, let me speak frankly with everyone. In this episode, I will reduce on-camera shots and mainly use static images to assist with audio output. Please be understanding. Because suitable video material for Chant inner contemplation content is really very hard to find. And since the program has just started, I am still exploring and growing in many places. I want to focus all my energy on polishing the content and conveying sincerity rather than spending it on piecing together visuals or rushing the form. I have always felt that our program was flaws and imperfections, but one that is willing to be honest and grow slowly together with everyone. It's truly a warm and meaningful good program. So please give me a little time. We'll grow together slowly. Actually, I am also in hibernation, together with all of you. Shall we break through the soil together, slowly? Interaction Guide 1. What name did you give your heart anchor stone? What dark hibernation story, or keep doing it even when no one watches, persistence does it hide behind? 2. When you gently recite your heart anchor stone name, did you feel that little star flashing in your chest or between your eyebrows? Welcome to Tommy in the Commies. Let's share this quiet power together. Like, subscribe, turn on the bell. Let's complete this full spiritual journey together. You are never just an audience. You are the master of your own world. See you in the next episode.